morning, everyone. You're riding shotgun with Richard again. Wanted to chat briefly this morning about home insurance. Home insurance in our area, Northern California, has become a real problem when it comes to cost, affordability. Unless you're in the middle of town, the middle of a suburb that, is not in the foothills, what they consider a high fire zone. In the cities, yes, you're going to get normal insurance. It's going to be reasonable. I'm not sure what's reasonable these days, but it'll be reasonable in comparison to the foothills. High fire areas, you're going to be super high on your insurance cost, and more than likely you're going to be stuck with the California Fair Plan, it's called, and then you need a secondary policy to cover everything else other than fire. So California Fair Plan covers fire, and then your what they call DIC policy, that will cover everything else, liability and stuff like that. So there'll be two insurance policies, and the Fair Plan, depending on where the home's located and coverages, can be quite expensive. I personally live in the foothills, and I think my Fair Plan is in the $5,000, $5,500 range, somewhere in there. And then the secondary policy is on top of that. So when you're qualifying for a mortgage, that can seriously affect your payment comfort and or what you qualify for. So if you're qualifying for a $400,000 property, you really got to let your loan consultant know where you're looking. If you're looking in the cities or the towns, then you might be okay. But if you're in the foothills, you're gonna knock off another probably 50 grand worth of purchase price or more, depending on the home insurance cost. So keep that in mind. What I encourage my borrowers to do is, if they're interested in a property, I'll have them reach out to their insurance agent and get a quote before they even submit an offer, so they know what that cost is going to be. And if they don't have an agent, I usually, what I'll do is I'll reach out to an agent that I know and say, here's the address. Can you work up a basic quote on what insurance may cost for that home? And there's things you can do to help. What I personally did is raise the deductible on the Fair Plan, because I'm not going to use that policy unless it's a serious loss, right? So I don't mind paying, a $10,000 deductible to rebuild my home. So I raised that deductible, which helped a lot. And then the extra secondary policy, I have a lower deductible on. So keep that in mind. And once again, just let your loan consultant know where you're looking, and if you find a property, give them the address and or reach out to an insurance agent so you know ahead of time what that insurance cost is going to be. Because you can go from an estimate of $100, $150 a month all the way up to $400, $450 a month for home insurance, depending on where you're buying and such. So keep that in mind, and hopefully with time things will get better. As far as insurance goes, time will tell. Have a great day, everybody, and just reach out if you have any questions, or let me know what you want me to talk about. Have a great day.